afternoon, this is the Iceman John Bailey. I wanted to do another quick video on our Iceman series product. This year we're going back with our traditional signature series Dragon Estrus. I can't speak enough about this particular scent because it just draws in bucks, period. From the East Coast to the West Coast, I get reviews, I get reports from guys from California all the way to Georgia, or all the way from California to Maryland. I get reports on how well this Dragon Estrus works. And again, we still had the intruder alert. We had the intruder alert and the Dragon Estrus only. We don't have any more products. These are my go-to products. They say if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? So I'm staying with these. We're in development for something else, but I'm staying with these. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about both of them. Starting off with the Dragon Estrus. Again, I went on and put this in a dripper just the other day. And my ridge top on one of my hunting properties, I love that particular spot. Those bucks, for some reason, this time of the year, they start to test themselves. They start to get a little antsy. They start to get a little excited about the rut. You start to see rubs. You start to see scrapes in certain areas, and that's exactly what I'm starting to see. Like I said, this Dragon Estrus is amazing. This here, I like to use this mainly during the pre-rut, between the October 28th weekend all the way through December. And if you decide to hunt January, you still can use this because there's always going to be a buck still looking for that last doe to breed. But like I said, this Dragon Estrus, I've never had a buck spook. I've never had anybody to contact me and said that a buck spooked once they put this out. Like I said, I use this. You can use the Dragon Estrus in a dripper. You can use it on a drag rag. You can use it on wicks. You can use it on your boots when you're walking into your stand. And there's all types of ways to use this. You can even take a wick up the tree with you and mount it just below your stand and have the wind blowing high. And if you have wicks down on the ground, you have it blowing low. So you got a lot of area you can cover with this particular stuff here. But like I said, it is incredible. I've harvested 5 shooters with this Dragon Estrus, and it's just incredible. Different tactics, I mean, but my main tactic that I've harvested this my bucks with was a dripper. And let me tell you, it's just something about this Dragon Estrus. It's something about it. It's hard to explain, other than it come from a deer farm out of Pennsylvania, and they extract it from the does early, around September, and it's just incredible. It reminds me of the old Tank 69 back in the 80s. I mean, some of you guys know what I'm talking about. But this stuff here works great. Like I said, I got 2 bucks that I had on camera just last night. And one of the bucks I've been looking at, and the other buck's just a 3-year-old. Check both of them out. Let me tell you something, man. I normally put my dripper out around about October the 22nd, and I'll put a camera on it. But this particular time, I just decided to do it on yesterday, which was the 20th. And last night, up until like 4 o'clock this morning, I had 2 bucks come in. Like I said, one of the bucks I'm familiar with because I have a camera down in a creek bottom, and I seen this one buck that I was interested in, and he came down to the creek bottom. I didn't have anything out. He came in, and well, he was so sporadic. He would come in Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and then sometimes he would come in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. He would come in 3 straight days, then he would come in every other day. So I was like, okay. But at least he's coming in. And he's really nice. He's a good shooter. He's a good shooter. But also, this intruder alert. This intruder alert is incredible as well because it has young buck urine and it also has Dragon Estrus mixed with the young buck urine. But like I said, this here, you can use this just like you can use the Dragon Estrus, but I like to use this here and a dripper, like right now, because if you got a mature buck in the area, or if you got a mature buck even within, I guess, smelling distance, I think they can smell up to a mile or so, if the wind is right, and the young buck urine in here draws in that mature buck, because he wants to come in and investigate, say, hey, what's going on over here? So I'm gonna try to come over, take over the territory. Along with the Dragon Estrus, it's just an incredible mix, because like I said, you can start off doing just before the pre-rut, put it in a dripper and put a camera on it and just let that let that dripper just go ahead and drip into that scrape. Make yourself a mock scrape. If you don't have, or if you don't see a scrape, just make yourself a mock scrape. It works great. But if you find a traditional scrape, or if you have a traditional scrape that you see every year, then that's the opportune time to go ahead and hang a dripper just over top of that over top of that traditional scrape or social scrape, and just go ahead and put a camera on it. You'd be amazed on what comes in that you haven't seen the previous year on your camera. But like I say, you use this in a dripper. You can use a drag rag, wicks, same as boots, same as my Dragon Estrus, but it's just incredible as well. But like I said, it's like a deadly devil, because like I said, you got your young buck urine in it, and you got your Dragon Estrus in this here, and it'll draw them in. I mean, flat out draw them in, because like I said, when I first came out with this stuff here, I wasn't sure if it was spook bucks, because mature bucks are really skittish and they know what's fake, and if it's fake, most likely they're gonna smell it, snort, run, or whatever. They're not even gonna come in. So I know this is not fake, because I've had so many bucks come in. Sometime last year I had like 6 different bucks come in, like 2 in the morning, and they came in to investigate on what that scent was. So I was like, wow, that's incredible. And I haven't even seen those bucks. I ain't seen them since, other than one that I harvested last year. Check him out. That's the one that I harvested last year. Matter of fact, with this intruder alert, I had it in the dripper down in the creek bottom. Matter of fact, he was the shooter that I was after, and I was able to capitalize on him because my camera went off up on a ridge top, and I was around 11:30 that night, and I was assuming that he's gonna bed down on top of that ridge top, and assumed that it was a doe down in that creek bottom. So I said to myself, let me slip into that spot the next morning, because he may come down into that creek bottom looking for a doe. And around about 10:10, here he come and gave me a 12-yard shot. But like I said, use this Dragon Estrus or the intruder alert. You can go to my website at theicemanseries.com. It's theicemanseries.com. I'll put it up on the screen at the end of the video, and so you can go ahead and click on it. And also, if you want to order it by phone, just give me a call at 770-960-6200. Once again, that's 770-960-6200. You can give me a call and we can order it over the phone, and we can go ahead and ship it to you as well. The bottles are $10.99. I'm not going to go up anymore, because that crazy pandemic messed up a lot of stuff. So I did go up to $11.99, and then the store that it was in went all the way up to $12.99. But I no longer have it in stores, which as I can, but last year I found out something happened to my website, and whoever was trying to order it, I apologize that you couldn't find it. But my website is back up and going now, so if you want to go to, like I said, www.theicemanseries.com, you can go ahead and order it. Or if you want to call me at 770-960-6200 and talk to me personally over the phone, and you can go ahead and order it. But like I said, I use this to my advantage, and it just works incredible, because with a wireless camera and this, I could just sit back and wait for that opportune time to slip in, because I'm not going in the woods to hunt until I know he's coming in like clockwork during the daylight hours. preferably morning, but if not, evening hunt, afternoon hunt, it doesn't matter. But during the pre-rut through the post-rut, this stuff works great. All right, got my V3 ready, and it's ready to go with my HHA Tetra sight and my Torx stabilizer kit. It's ready to drop tacks. All right, V3. And if you don't know Jesus Christ as your personal Savior, I just ask you to get to know Him, because, like I said, when He come into your life, He will clean you up, and He will deliver you from childhood hurt, pornography, whatever you're going through, adultery, just drugs. I mean, anything that you're going through, He'll clean you up, because it's just a lot of things out here that's attacking people, especially Christians, getting attacked heavily. But one thing God told me, He said, there's people out here that's possessed, and that's one thing you don't want to get hooked up with, because if you're possessed, you're definitely not a Christian. He says some people are obsessed, and that's something that you can get rid of, although you can get rid of being possessed as well. But He said you can be obsessed with something, and you definitely don't want that. But He said the most dangerous part of it all is, He said, choice. You have a choice to either sin or not sin. And He told me that. And I was like, wow. And it's so much easier now to me, where you choose to do right or wrong. It's a choice. And once you stop and think about it, and if you got morals, most of the time you're going to do right. Most of the time. I'm not saying you're not going to slip and do something crazy sometime, but you got to be quick to repent. But the more and more you do right, especially when you're actually struggling with something, the more and more you do right, eventually that spirit will leave. Because I'm not saying it's not going to test you, because they always come back to test you, but the more and more you do right, the more you'll be able to resist it when they keep coming back. So, but like I said, just give God a try. You give Him a try, especially in these times. He will definitely shield you from a lot of hurt. He'll shield you from a lot of pain. He'll definitely shield you from the enemy. But don't be in a situation where you want Him to come and rescue you all the time when you keep sinning about the same thing over and over again. But just try to stay away from that. And sometimes you got to let friends go. Sometimes you even got to let family go to get to your next level in God, because sometimes family ain't good for you. I found that out. And sometimes friends ain't good for you, or should I say so-called friends. But anyway, I'm done rambling here. I like to talk, especially about God. I really like to talk about God, because I love Him so much, and He's done a lot for me and my wife over the years, and I'm just so grateful to Him that He blessed us with just health. He blessed us, not only health, but He just blessed us. He just blessed our lives. So, but like I said, getting back to the scent here, Dragon Estrus Intruder Alert is on my website at www.theicemanseries.com, or you can call us at 770-960-6200 to order it. Okay, go ahead and order it, and also I hope you guys have a nice and safe season this year, and please wear that safety harness. Always wear that safety harness if you get in that tree stand, and just watch your surroundings. And if you're not sure on what you're shooting at, be sure what you're shooting at, because there's so many hunting accidents out there where people shoot each other or get shot. because they see something move. Don't shoot at something that moves. Just make sure you can identify your target. All right, Iceman signing up. God bless.